Hello guys and girls. I'm gonna find a nice spot where we can talk. I'm gonna try and cross over here. Anyway, I've been on YouTube for a while now, since I guess 2007, and I've never done a tag video, so this is going to be it. This is a bit dicey, so I'm gonna do it off camera and cut you back when I'm settled. So I should say wisdom before valor. I didn't go over the dicey path, but I'm going through a absolute nightmare of full of stinging nettles, and I am getting stung. But it's better than getting roasted by the heat. Anyway, I know a remedy, so I can quite easily fix it. But enough about that. I have participated in tag videos, quite a number of them, and also some challenges and yeah, contests. But I wanted to start my own tag, and that's because I haven't seen it mainly. And the question is, what is bushcraft to you? So think about that, and I'll get situated. So the premise of the tag is, what is bushcraft to you? And after you explain that, and then you tag 3 people. I'm gonna tag a few more just to get it started, but yeah, and looking forward to hearing what you have to say. So let's find a spot to sit down, and let's continue. I didn't find any plantain or greater plantain, but they are good. They are good to rub in, crush and rub on bites and itches. So I don't know which order I should do it, but we can take the people I've tagged. So first one is Steve from Norfnife. Good buddy of mine. We're out canoeing every year, except this one. Been doing it for, I guess, is it 4 years? I think so. Anyway, so he has been tagged. So next person I want to tag is Craig from the US, Crag Dweller. Good guy. He's into hiking, canoeing, cooking stuff. It's great fun to watch, and a real down-to-earth kind of guy. And then I have Sepp, Waldhandwerk. I think most of you know him. He even does bushcraft courses, so if you're in the area and you wanna get some skills, he's the man. So he's in the south of Germany. I'm picking people from all over the place, and in no particular order, or also I just want to hear what people are into within the big scheme of things. I mean, bushcraft is a massive subject, and it's probably something different for everyone. So that's what I want to hear about. And last but not least, my friend also from US, Forestwalker 111. From what I understand, he has a lot of custom knives, and he's heavily into the. He's an aficionado, if you like. He's also. I want to hear his what he likes about bushcrafting, and those are the 4 people. So it's Waldhandwerk, norfnife, and Forestwalker 111. I've asked 2 other people, but they haven't responded yet, so there will be a pinned comment below, and I will update that if they say they want to do it. Anyway, so what is bushcraft to me? It's going to be a story. Anyway, I grew up in the city. I was 4 years old when we moved out to the countryside. My father was a farmer, and my mother was a what do you call it? Kindergarten teacher, I guess. So, and I was quite a bit at the farm which my father had with his father. So it started there pretty much. We lived in the outskirts of the city, so I was always covered in mud and stuff because we were out in the fields playing and stuff. So I wasn't that much of a city kid. So got my first knife when I was 5, and first cut, if you can see it, trying to make a stone axe. So yeah, didn't go that well. Anyway, and I was out picking berries and hunting mushrooms with my mother and father from an early age, and berries and stuff. So it's been ingrained for me from the beginning. I can't really see myself doing anything else, so I guess that's why I'm doing it. I think I started chopping wood when I was about 9 or 10. We have a wood burning furnace heating the house and so on. And for a while I moved away and lived in Malmö, one of the bigger cities in Sweden, and I can honestly say that I haven't been more lost than I was during those years. So it was all about partying and stuff. So, but I came back and moved in with my parents again. My mother was sick. She had been sick most of her life, so I helped out with stuff on the back home, and to be honest, it's one of the places I really love. Is to live there. So, and then she passed away 5 years ago from cancer, and yeah, I've been slowly trying to find my way back, and I've just yeah. But the thing about bushcraft, I didn't understand the terminology until it was a while after, but I saw a documentary with I trained fieldcraft skills as well in the cadets, Swedish equivalent to the cadets, a junior officer, yeah, training. and then we trained fieldcraft, and that kind of ties into bushcraft. Yeah, it's part of it. And anyway, so I was heavily into survival and that stuff. I got John Lofty Wiseman's book when I was 12, I think. Tried everything in the book almost, but when I really got a passion for it, I should say, was when I watched the documentary with Tom Brown Jr. and he talked about modern men being, when they're out in wilderness hiking, they are like astronauts on a spacewalk. They have everything they need on their back to survive, and if they lose their backpack, they're in a world of hurt, so to speak. So that really got my eyes open for trying to expand on my own knowledge when it comes to nature and bushcraft skills and so on. So that was my step into it, and I mean, I've been lighting fire since I was 5-6 years. If we wanted a warm house, we had to get the furnace going, or the stove, or whatever you call it. So that was ingrained in me from quite an early age, and so the thing he said, one sentence, put the focus in my head, and I understood what I wanted to do, and that was to be feel more like a part of nature. I didn't want to be scared at night for sounds and stuff in the woods. I wanted to know everything about the plants. I wanted to know everything about the tracks of animals, and so I really started to reading up on it and practicing, of course, and a lot of it you have seen on my channel, but I think it's over 360 videos by now. Yeah, it's crazy. But the tracking part, I've been doing it for 10 years, and that's so much to learn. But when you get in the groove, you can kind of see what happened at a certain spot. You can see tracks overlapping, you can see the withering from the dew during the night and so on. It's quite fascinating. So it's like opening a book and to read a story, if that makes sense. So I think that's quite fun. And the later years, I think 3 years or so, I've been moving into hunting as well, and that was just another step into understanding or immersing myself in nature, if you want. And so it's hard to, with a few sentences, describe what bushcrafting is to me, but basically it's my life. I live for it. I love it when I get time to do stuff, and even in my professions, I can use my knowledge from the bushcraft side of things when I'm doing stuff. And it's also the most important thing, I think, is understanding, is to have a creative mind to see solutions to problems. I think that's quite important to use a very bland term for it, thinking outside the box. But I think that is very important. I have a niece. She's very into nature and all of that, and we're taking nature walks, and I'm showing her tracks and yeah, everything, droppings from animals and stuff, and she has already impressed her kindergarten teachers when they've been out in the woods talking about tracks and stuff like that. And so soon she will be given a knife and using it while being monitored closely, of course. So I think that's a great gift to be able to give to kids today. The key to to the wild, to the wilderness, to the forests, to the fields, to the ocean, to the beaches and so on. And that's something we easily forget. There's a lot of other things in our lives that seem to be very important. And I think the amount of thousands upon thousands of hours I've spent in the woods have really rejuvenated me and kept me level and sane. I think I would have gone overboard otherwise. Yeah. So over to you. If anyone wants to participate in the tag, you're welcome. Just let me know so I can include your links so other people can find your videos as well. So let's keep this going and let's see what bushcraft means to people and what kind of importance it has had on their lives and so on. It might just be something you do a couple of times a year just to, I don't know. Please let me know and comment below. I always love reading your comments. So if you don't want to make a video, write a few lines to talk about what you love about bushcrafting. So for me, I've probably missed a lot of stuff, but for me it's just being home in the woods or in nature and not being afraid. And seeing possibilities and opportunities. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.